back. So we are still in, we are in mid-spring right now. So the very beginning, like the year started in the last video, but we're doing all right. Oh, I haven't checked that in a while. We're getting pretty low on drinks, so I'm gonna want to get to work on bringing that back up. But really, what I want to show off is we have another dwarf has withdrawn from society, and this time it is our expedition leader. So what we're going to want to do is actually go ahead and let him take a workshop and see what happens. So see where he's going. Where are you off to, buddy? Carpenter's work. Nope. Craftsworks workshop is what he's taking. So let's see what he needs real quick. Oh, it's not actually going to say. So hopefully we have enough material for this guy to create another artifact. So while we're waiting for him to do that, let's just kind of jump down here real quick. As you can see, our well is it's coming along. It's almost completely cleared out. If you can't tell, I do have it set up to act like at first I thought I was just gonna wall off this section right here and just have it flood up, but I thought, like, you know, if I want to get to this other area, I actually might want to wall off this. So I'm walling off an internal section to where, like, if I need to dig around it and add more pipes to it to branch it out or even drain it, I'll be able to do that. Oh, that was fast. He must have only taken one item. So we'll just kind of let him do his thing. Go back down here. What I'm probably going to do is add a floodgate, either probably to this north section right here, or even the southern. I'm not 100% sure where I'm going to put it yet. I might just put two just to cover my bases, like one here and one here. You know, in case I need to drain this at a later date. You know, like dig out another pipe down into the caverns or something like that. Not really sure why I would need to drain it, but I mean, you never know. I mean, it's better to build for that contingency before you need it. As you can see, my lower level is coming along. I only need another 30 beds, but I ran out of wood. As you can see, no more wood, all out. But yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I've done since the last video. I don't think there is. I think it's just all been upgrading. Oh, I need to get cracking on making those drinks. So we actually might want to put that onto repeat, just so, because we're only down to 23. I think every time you brew a drink, it takes one plant and turns it into 5 drinks. I don't remember exactly what the number is. We're also running low on plants and meat, so I'm going to want to turn off making the meals just until we get the plants back up, especially since we just came off the winter season. So we're going to be a little bit low on plants for a while. But yeah, the pipe is almost finished. It's practically finished, really. I'm not really going to worry too much about branching into it, because I mean, if I need to dig around it, I can. And the whole point of it is just, I mean, it's not going to be filled up with water the entire time. I'm only going to have these 2 floodgates open just long enough to get the water to flood down and fill up this bottom layer. And once that happens, then I'll go ahead and close off those gates and let that whole area just kind of drain out, so I can get to it if I need to. Excuse me. So yeah, that should be. It's all that's going on right now. It is taking them a while to make these walls, because I don't have my cheat turned on where I have everyone set up to do masonry. I might do that once once I cut the video. I'll probably do that. But while we're waiting for this guy to finish making what he's making, I'll actually just go ahead and cut it off here, and I'll come back and show you what he makes. Alright, so it didn't take too long, but our expedition leader has created a Macalite toy boat called Mataval. So let's go ahead and see what exactly this thing? Mataval apparently translates to bent love. It's pretty cheap. It looks like it's the exact same as our previous toy boat. Let's go ahead and see what it's made out of. So, this is a Macalite toy boat. All craft store ship is of the highest quality. It is encircled with bands of rectangular Macalite carbachons. So I think that means he only used one piece of Macalite to make it. Because I know he only made, yeah. Because this one was only used with one piece of tetrahedrite. So, what I really need to do is actually dig down and get access to lava, so I can just start smelting all of these. Because that's kind of a waste of ore, I guess. I mean, it's not as expensive as it could be because it's still the raw ore, and instead of it being made out of the copper that's inside of it. But, you know, not really much we can do about that now. Probably what I'll start doing within this year, I definitely want to start digging down into the caverns. So I'll probably come down a few levels, but probably at level 13, maybe 14, I'll actually build a staging area to where it'll look a lot like it does up here, to where, you know, there'll be an area where my dwarves can rally to defend, and then I'll start putting some traps down. And while I'm building that, I'll actually start digging down past the gate into the trying to find the caverns proper. So I'll probably start working on that here. If not in this season, then definitely in the summertime, because I would like to start getting some lava, just so I can start really getting to work on the metal crafting. But oh, something else I want to show you guys. So if we go over here to dead, let's see if I can find him. He's in here somewhere. Couple of pikemen. Here we go. So this is our maze dwarf who was killed in the last skirmish. So what we're going to want to do is zoom the creature. It's not going to let me do it. Okay, I'll have to find it the other way. So this baby right here, I want to do view creature, relationships. This baby's father was the mace dwarf that was killed. So because of that, this baby is, oh, it says she's fine. She's earlier, before I started recording, it said she was unhappy. It still says it here that she lost a father to tragedy recently. So she's not as happy as she could be, because like nothing up there is, you know, she was caught in the rain, which they don't like. She was annoyed by flies, and her father is dead. So actually, I wonder if her mother is here. Yeah, okay, her mother's the butcher. Let's actually see how she is taking it. She's ecstatic, so she doesn't care that her husband was killed earlier this month, or earlier in not even a full season ago. But yeah, so that should be it for now. I'm still building stuff. Once I have the well ready to go, I'll probably. Oh, it looks like it's almost ready. Oh, in case you're wondering, it is still mid-spring. I did do the cheat real quick. I'm actually going to go ahead and put down the floodgates right now. But yeah, so once the season changes or something interesting happens, I'll come back and let you know what's going on. I might even come back and show you guys, like, well, I don't know. Yeah, I'll probably just wait for the season to change or something to hopefully, a migrant wave should show up pretty soon. But I'll be back when something happens. Alright, so something else I want to show you guys real quick. If you remember, this particular dwarf right here, this swords dwarf, is the one who was the most heavily wounded. See, like, his upper body was cut apart pretty badly, his heart has some heavy bruising, and he has an infection, which I'm still worried about. But, you know, like, the doctor got him all fixed up, Um, apparently, I made one of my butchers a doctor, which is kind of funny. Um, but what I wanted to show you is he is like, even though he's tore up pretty bad, he is leading the dodging demonstration, which I guess is kind of cool because now he's like, you know, doing his thing to get back into the swing of things to make sure that he's actually, you know, that he recovers. But I don't know if a guy who got tore up as bad as he did should be leading the dodging demonstration. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. And then this guy right here is the one who is has the cast. He's the one who had his hand tore up pretty bad. I don't know where my militia... Oh, there he is. Let's see how he's doing. He's looking okay. But yeah, I just wanted to point that out. I thought it was funny. So, be back in a bit. Alright, welcome back. So, it's been a little bit of time. We just got some migrants. Well, not just got. I went ahead and did that same thing to where as soon as they showed up, I unpaused the game and let it sit there for a minute. And as you can see, this guy no longer has an X over him. It's because it did that same thing again to where it took it forever for the migrant to actually start moving. And as you can see, the gate is open. He hasn't done anything. So we're going to go ahead and unpause it. So this is the first one. And we're going to see how many migrants we get. So that was 1, 2... That's a animal. Looks like maybe a donkey or a horse. There's a cat. Three. And another ranger. So it looks like we've been getting mostly farmers and rangers. Someone just gave birth. 4 dwarves. Can't really tell what that guy is. And Dwarf Fortress is not responding. There we go. So what did I say that was 4? There's another animal. Another animal. 5. 6. 'Another llama, maybe? Maybe an alpaca. Kind of hard to tell. 7 dwarves. Wish it would go faster. It feels like it's going a little slow. 8 dwarves. 9 dwarves. Up to 83 now. A lot of animals to bring in this time. A couple of ducks, some alpacas, some llamas. 10 dwarves. That looks like a smith of some kind. Possibly even a furnace operator. What is that, 11 dwarves now? I lost count. See, because we were at 74? Yeah, so that's 11. 12, maybe. This looks like it's a pretty decent wave. It looks like it's... Oh, no. Spoke too soon. I was going to say, I thought that's all of them, but... Alright, so at least 13 dwarves. If any more show up, I'll just go ahead and and show you. I mean, I'm sick of waiting around and waiting for them to come up. Someone had asked me a question about stagnant water and pumps and things like that, and I did not know the answer, so I had to look it up. And in the course of my investigation, I discovered, like, I had always thought that as long as you were pulling water from a well, it didn't matter what its source was, that it could be stagnant, it could be contaminated, that it didn't matter. Apparently that's not true. Any water that you pull from a well is going to be the exact same as source water. So I've been pulling stagnant water out of this well. So what I'm doing is I'm setting up a secondary aquifer over here, and I'm going to build a pump above them right here. I'm going to have to move my barracks, but I had never planned on keeping it here anyway. I'm going to have to build a pump above them to pump the stagnant, nasty water from this one into this one, and hopefully it'll clean it. If I do it right, it should clean it, and it should be pure water. And then from there, I can go ahead and pipe it from here down to my well down in the hospital, and that should take care of it. And then I'll probably just deconstruct this well, so it's not. I'll either move it over here or something, but I'll have to get rid of it. So once I actually start building the pump, I'll go ahead and show you guys how to do it, and like the basics of what you're going to want to do is you're going to want some wood or some metal. The easiest way is with wood. If you're doing it with wood, you're going to want to go to your carpenter's workshop, and you want to make, where is it? You want a pipe section, and you want an enormous corkscrew. And like I said, you can make these either out of wood or out of metal at your metalsmith's forge. So like if you go here, you want to go to furniture, and then pick a metal that you're going to use. I just clicked on iron. And same thing, you want an iron pipe, and for here it's going to be different, because like I said, you want an iron pipe, but then you're going to want to go to trap components if you're making it out of metal, because the corkscrew is considered a trap component. And like if you're just pumping water, you can do it out of wood, it's perfectly fine. But later on, once you're pumping magma, you're going to need magma-safe material. And iron is a pretty safe bet, as long as it's made, like, there's like 2 types of iron ore, I believe, or 3 types of iron ore. There's hematite. Let me just look it up at the smithery. Yeah, so there's hematite is one. What are the other ones? I don't remember what they are. It doesn't matter. Hematite is one of the ones that is magma safe, if I remember correctly. There's 2 other ones that give you iron, and only one of them is not magma safe for whatever reason. Or it might just be the material itself, but iron is magma safe, so you're going to want to use that when you're making pumps. Also, I believe you need a stone block. Let's actually find out. We're going to go to build workshops. Not workshops. We want machine components. And then we want a screw pump. And for the screw pump, it'll tell you what you need. So we need a block, some type of corkscrew, and a pipe section. So I'm gonna go ahead and get those made and get this whole thing sorted out with how I want it, and then I'll go ahead and show you how I actually put the pump together. And then once I get this all good to go, then I'll go ahead and have my well finished. But so other than that, I mean, there's not much else to talk about right now. I just wanted to show you the migrant wave and let you know what was going on. But yeah, so that should be it for now, and I'll be back once something happens. Alright everyone, so as you can probably see, I've been doing quite a bit of work since the last cut. Instead of allowing my piping to be completely made out of natural stuff, what I'm doing is I'm laying down walls, and I'm also going to put down flooring to kind of turn it into more of an actual built sewer system, and it's going to have entrances and exits. It's going to have like doors and things to cut off the flow so that my doors can get in and around it, so I don't really have to worry about it. But right now the important thing is I have finished my secondary clean. Like I've finished the I guess, cleaning plant, like purification plant, as it were. So now, what I'm going to want to do is, well, first I'm going to want to move this barracks. So, well, I'll do that in a second. I'll go ahead and do that right now. So I'm going to want to free this, and move all of this. But what I'm going to want to do is go to build and then click on channel. So here's where the top part's going to be. So I want to put a channel right here. Or I'm going to want to move... there's a building in the way. Yeah. Well, let me go ahead and get this building out of the way, and I'll come back once that's done. So my prep work's not exactly finished yet.